Yo, what's going on, guys? Jetxc here. Hopefully you guys have been doing good. I'm gonna try to make this video super quick, but we got a nice calm week for Browndust2, and I want to quickly talk about Sacred Yustia and some wiki pages for Browndust2. So we're gonna make it quick, but Sacred Justia is coming out this week, aka Thick Tia, which I think she came out. Was it last year? I think it was last year. I'm kind of blanking, but I think it was last year that she did come out. So that was a time. I remember people being super hyped for her. So, here she is having her rerun. And let's just go over the kit real quick. So at +0, 6 SP, 3-turn cooldown, you're dealing damage equal to 150% of your attack, and damage increases by 50% per target. Now, obviously, 6 SP is rough, right? No one wants to go through having a 6 SP turn or 6 SP unit. +1, you get her at 5 SP. But if you take a look here, she's got a pretty significant damage jump at +2. And then what's even crazier is the 1-turn cooldown. So if you guys remember, Sword Maiden was such a terrible unit, and one of the reasons for that was because of her 3-turn cooldown. It was hard for her to kind of fit into rotations and doing optimal damage because of the fact that she would go every other turn. This is kind of the same thing with Yustia. I'm gonna be honest, because of the fact that she's 5 SP. If you could get her to +4, which is, you know, asking for a lot, it's probably going to be her most optimal. I usually say getting a character +1 is the best, which for a lot of you, I would say at least getting her to +1 if you ever want to try her or just use her, I don't know, in whatever regular situation for PvE content, maybe the normal and challenge mode that we get for the events every couple of weeks, right? If you want to use her there, that'd be great, but she really shines when she is at a 1-turn cooldown. So I'll be honest, it's probably like one of the few times I'd recommend getting her like +4. I do know that Colleen is coming out, and obviously there's going to be some other characters coming out that we don't know about. We do know, however, Colleen will be on the way. There's going to be other reruns of swimsuits too. I know we have Shara coming, so I would say this: at least wait for a little bit before you pull on her, just in case we get some more information, which we will on Colleen, and then some other units that are rerunning. We'll probably talk about it in a video in the future. But, man, is she good? She is very good. As a light unit, she definitely shines, as there's not that many light damage dealers in general. We're starting to catch up. We're really starting to catch up, but yeah, the thing about her is you want a team around her specifically, because when you get her to +4, you're going to be using her every single turn. So having 5 SP points is like a must every single time. To add, and this is just like a little caveat, she's gonna probably be mostly used in Fiend Hunt or Guild Raid. You can use her in PvE content, but only when there's like a huge mob. I think if there's not a huge mob, there's really no reason to use her like that. Like I said, because you got to form a team around her. So, yeah, that's pretty much my 2 cents. If you're going for, if you can't get her to +4, obviously I think everyone's going to want a copy of the costume regardless. So if you can get her +1, that would be nice, but +4 is definitely the ideal for her. Like I said, you're mostly going to be using her in Guild Raid and PvE, or not PvE, excuse me, Fiend Hunt content. PvE, I think it really just depends. You really don't need her because there's plenty of other units that will do 3x3 damage. And yeah, I don't think you're going to run into too many difficult situations if you don't have her optimally built or have her at +4 in general PvE content, right? Now, her skill potential will give her that diamond shape there. That diamond shape is pretty important, as the more characters you hit, the more damage you will do, guys. So keep that in mind. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We've got her weapon here, of course, Miss Sultane. So keep that in mind. Now, one more thing I did want to talk about. So for Browndust2, they've been kind of developing, and they announced this like a couple months ago, I think. They have their own wiki site. There's multiple wiki sites, but for EN, We have this wiki site here, which I'll leave in the description, but it's like Browndust2 wiki Shoseha. I think that's how you pronounce it. But over here, you'll see everything Browndust2. You have news, pickup banners, costumes, knockbacks, gear. You even have gear calculator, refinement tools, maps. So there's a lot of things you can kind of go over here that'll help you. It's got stuff for Fiend Hunt on like making your own deck essentially, and you can kind of post that deck and other people can look at it, things like that. It has a costume manager, a gear manager, right? You can make new gear, right? You can click this, create gear, right? You could do SA, BBA, right? There's a lot of different things that you could do. So it's pretty interesting. We've got Fiend, Crafted, a lot of stuff you could do. Select your substats, right? And then you could kind of look at your gear here. And, you know, you can kind of look at the overall once you have like 5 pieces, and it will go over the score. It will go over how much damage you'll be doing. Pretty cool little thing here. Here's a stat calculator. You can enter in information for the stat calculator. You could go for Lysandra, and then, you know, you could choose her weapon, armor. Really nice website, right? So this will help you kind of calculate some stuff in case you're trying to find the ideal build for a character. But yeah, really something to keep up with. And then also, a lot of you may not know this site, but GameKey is also another source. It's like a CN Pride win. They have their own Browndust2 website where they go over essentially the same stuff, provides the same things as the EN one I just showed you there. So yeah, pretty cool. Just want to show you guys this info just in case you're looking for any help with any content, whether it be guild raid, Fiend Hunt, or just what to build. It's a nice little source. But yeah, guys, that is it from me. I'm out. Later.